Hello and welcome to a whole new episode of your program Culture Magazine. Allow me to take you to a journey of diverse segments from culture, heritage, traditional and artistic works. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's start our episode. Egypt is always keen to build bridges of creative cooperations with various countries of the world, and our next segment is a true interpretation for a solid cultural exchange. The Italian Cultural Institute in Cairo and in cooperation with the Cairo Opera House organized a concert on the open stage for the renowned Italian jazz band Dr. Three in a dazzling diverse musical performance which gained the appreciation of the audience, featuring the pianist Daniele Loria, the bass player Enzo Pietro Paoli and drums by Fabrizio Sferra. And now we are so delighted to be accompanied by His Excellency Michele Quadroni, the Italian ambassador to Egypt. And of course, he couldn't miss such an event, and he's always there encouraging the Italian events, the musical events, and many more. We'll know about that right now. So good evening, Your Excellency.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on the program. As you said, we are all excited about being here to see the concert sponsored by the Italian Cultural Institute. We have here the finest Italian trio in jazz. We have Enzo Pietro Paoli, Fabrizio Sferra and the famous Danilo Rea. We are very excited about this. I see a lot of public here, and the venue of course is beautiful at the Cairo Opera. The weather is perfect, so we are really thrilled to hear them play very soon. We love the idea of using culture diplomacy to strengthen our relations, historic relations. And you know, in culture, the relation between Italy and Egypt goes back thousands of years. Actually, Egypt has influenced Italy for many, many years. Italy has influenced Egypt in many, many fields. Look at cinema, look at music, poetry and everything. So to revive that and with one eye to the past and one eye to the future is just what makes it fun and very interesting. We try to bring the best and the variety, as you were saying, from Italian culture, but also what we like with the cultural events we do in Egypt is to create those bridges, those cultural bridges. In every event that we do, we try also to see something, a connection with Egyptian culture. You're going to, I'm not revealing you, but we're going to see a performance of a famous Egyptian piece they're going to perform here for the first time. So we always try to create that bridge. Life is about bridges, relationship between countries is about creating bridges, and doing it, cultural bridges, is the most beautiful thing you can do.
Since their formation, Dr. Three has risen to become a powerhouse in both the Italian and international jazz scenes, acclaimed for their creativity and virtuosity. The trio has performed around the globe, from Europe to the USA, China, Brazil, and North Africa, captivating audiences' hearts and winning prestigious awards along the way.
I think it's important for an ambassador to show your face when you're doing something, to have the courage to take responsibility about what you're showing, and it's some of the most funniest part of my job is to promote culture, and very happy of doing that. Many other things are going to be shown. We recently announced also here at the Tahrir Museum this big exhibit, The Treasures of the Pharaohs, that we're going to open in October in Rome. Many big events are, and we are very happy also to host in Italy Egyptian events, because again, culture is about a constant relationship and a constant exchange of experiences and different venues of culture, so one inspires the other in both ways. This all encourages the contact between people, movement between people, but even though you were saying we don't speak the same language, but if you look at an Italian and an Egyptian, we both speak with our hands, we speak with our eyes, we make the same kind of jokes, we are loud, and so there is a lot of similarity, despite the language is different, but an Italian and Egyptian relate immediately. If I may add to your list of things that we have in common, we have a very strong sense for aesthetics, for beautiful things. We have a very strong sense for family, and we love food. We love good food, and we love especially to talk about food for us. So we have really a lot of common things. And if you look at the Italian culture, you look at the Egyptian culture, there's so many things that we share, and so many things that you have influenced us, and we have influenced you.
Following a hiatus in 2009 and a triumphant reunion in 2014, Dr. Three is back and better than ever, saying they are ready to enchant Cairo with their signature sound. Egypt is always keen to honor her legendary giants in many artistic and cultural fields, and now let's take a closer look. As part of the Ministry of Culture's activities, the Cairo Opera House held 2 gala performances in memory of the late great artist Dr. Abdelmonem Kamel, former president of the Cairo Opera House. The gala was titled The Legend of Ballet, featured by the Cairo Opera Ballet Company under the direction of its artistic director Erminia Kamel, accompanied by the Cairo Opera Orchestra, conducted by Maestro Muhammad Saad Pasha. And in this occasion, I'm so delighted to be accompanied by one of the historical dancers at the Cairo Opera House, the first dancer and the principal dancer, and also the international dancer, Hani Hassan. First of all, Hani, I would like to welcome you to Nice TV.
Thank you so much, and thank you for all audience they attend your program. And I'm so happy that a lot of people they can see our culture, our art in Cairo Opera House. You are welcome.
Well, of course, we're going to speak about the legendary Abdelmonem Kamel, one of the legendary dancers that engraved his own style in the ballet history here in Egypt. And of course, that was this tribute about him. What you would like to say, according that you worked with him since you were little and since you took over after that?
First of all, Dr. Abdelmonem Kamel, it's one of for me, it's like Godfather. He chose me when I was a student, 14 years old, in Academy of Art and Institute of Ballet, and he chose me in my exam, and he said to me, "I need you tomorrow in Cairo Opera Ballet Company." I come directly. I signed contract next day, and I started to do my work with Dr. Kamel since 95, and I started to work as a court ballet, and after 4 years exactly work with him, I was the principal dancer of Cairo Opera Ballet Company. It was 99. Since this year I make all principal role with Cairo Opera Ballet Company, and I'm so happy because he always pushed me to be as an international ballet dancer star, and I make with him a lot of work. He was like my teachers. He's like my old brother, my father. I spent with him a lot of time in stage, in hall, rehearsing room, in home. We always visit each other, and we travel all the world together. And what is nice for Abdelmonem Kamel, he choose a ballet what it's Egyptian audience will like Leila Kibira, like Zorba. He have his own way how to bring a lot of very famous choreographer to work with us, to give us a lot of skills, new skills, experience. Uh, he, he said to me, if you will love your stage, the stage, people will love you. But first of all, you need to believe you are on stage and you love this stage. That's why you will get also from audience a lot of very good succeed. I remember 99, after 4 years I was working here, one ballet company from Puerto Rico. I make with them one ballet classes, and after they chose me to be one of the member. And in this day we will have a meeting with Dr. Kamel and the director of Puerto Rico Ballet Company in his office, and they asked him to let me go as an international dancer since I was like 19 years old. And Dr. Kamel, he refused, and I was so sad from him. I spent like week not speak with him. And after he invited me to his office, and he said to me, "Why you are not speak with me?" I say, "Because I was have one chance to travel to America to work in Puerto Rico ballet." And after he said to me, "Okay, you can go." And he invite me in his office, and he say, "Why you are not speak with me?" I say, "Because I lost the chance to travel to America to work with Puerto Rico Ballet Company." And after he said to me, if you will travel now, if you want to go, go, but you will be one of court ballet. But your talent and what I see in you, you need to go as a guest star. That's why you need to work here and take a lot of experience, and after all doors will open for you in futures." And in this time, what I get after, it's about his words. When he said to me that you will go as a guest star. And thank God I working in 18 government opera in world as a guest star. And he always think about me. I am face of Cairo Opera House. And I spend with him, and we make a lot of very great succeed performance like Zorba, like Spartacus, like Romeo and Juliet, Nutcracker. All my history it was with Abdelmonem Kamel. He I miss him so much, really. And يعني, I never work with any talent teachers choreographer like Abdelmanem Kamal. He's so talented and always he love his work. I remember when he have a cancer and he come to rehearsing and he not have voice, but his emotions give us a lot. That's why a lot of things. And when he died in like Alexandria, who was make Swan Lake. It's first time I see Abdelmanem Kamel so strong. He go to move decorations, to explain for a new dancer how to walk, how to jump. And always I say, you need to be quiet. It's not good for you. And he say, I am strong enough, don't worry. And after he go out and he have very humans. He see this man, he was parking the cars. And all this street, it was cars for Opera House, the government. That's why no one pay for him anything. And he asked this poor man, and he said to him, how much you get in this day, in one day? And he said for him, no, no, I don't want anything. He said, no, just let me. I know this our cars from opera, decorations and costumes and our dancers' cars, no one pay anything. That's why he ask him how much like this, and after he go inside the theater and he bring money and he give him, and he say to him, every day you must come to me here until these cars will move, after you will get. He have a lot of things, he's so human person, and this is what we get from him. We get from him art, culture, humanity, and also we get from him how you love your country, how you love Egypt. He's the one, he love Egypt so much. He always try to find sponsors for our performance, to not let Egypt, our government, pay anything. He always go to culture center for a lot of countries to get money, to make costume, to get new choreographer, and did not give Egypt to pay anything. He was so clever. He was save every pound how to spend just for this place. He was a make a reclama for Olympic Games 2008 in China, where he make a choreography for Opera Aida in China. He's Egyptian, and I was his assistant in this time, and also I was principal dancer in this time, and he make reclama for Olympic Games in Peking. If anyone's not Chinese, they say, wow, technology, everything. No, but we make this with our history. We make Opera Aida there, and it was very good marketing for China before the Olympic Games. This is very, very nice. And also he take a risk because it's not allowed to use the elevator in stage. But he signed paper about for himself to save everyone on stage. And we don't accept it. We say, why you want to make something risk? He say, if not make risk, you will not make art. That's why he make art, and it was very, very, very good scene on stage, and all audience, like 2,000 or 3,000 audience on stage, they say bravo, applause, because it really was little bit something like wow in this way. Mike, he give for Cairo Opera Ballet to travel all the world. I was travel with him in America. We're dancing in Kennedy Center, Washington DC, in Russia, in Italy, and like this. He make for Cairo Opera Ballet the history, international history, and he put Cairo Opera Ballet in very good levels as a ballet companies in all the world. That's why all the world they know in Egypt we have very good ballet company. This is Abdelmanem Kamel.
Well, of course, may he rest in peace. He's one of the legendary giants of the Cairo Opera House. Being there and here, as you said, it's a lot of history, a lot of stories that we cannot get enough of it. But may he rest in peace. And I seen the tribute; it was awesome too.
I am so happy because I was the last one carry him until he rest in peace.
Dr. Abdelmonem Kamel is considered one of the most prominent figures in ballet and the founder of its modern renaissance in Egypt, leaving behind an immortal artistic legacy and a career defined by dedication and leadership. He began his career as a professional ballet dancer on the world's most prestigious stages, including the Bolshoi and Kirov in Russia, La Scala in Italy, and Maracaibo and Caracas in Venezuela. He toured several countries performing and choreographing shows, achieving widespread artistic fame. He represented Egypt in major international ballet competitions around the world, including Moscow, Tokyo, and New York, winning the highest awards. He also held several leadership positions, including director of the Cairo Opera Ballet Company, head of the Artistic House of Music, Opera, and Ballet, and then head of the Cairo Opera House. He headed the design and directing department at the Higher Institute of Ballet and supervised numerous masters and doctoral theses, contributing to the graduation of generations of artists. And now I'm so delighted and honored to be accompanied by one of the very important principal ballerinas of the Cairo Opera Company, Dr. Sahar Helmi. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you, Shuru. It's a pleasure being with you as well, you know. It's really nice. Thank you.
Well, of course, we want to mention today the great legendary Abdelmonem Kamel. You have a lot of histories, a lot of stories, memories since you joined the Cairo Opera Company, I guess. And of course, you did have a big thank and a big word in his tribute. So tell us more about him and about your memory.
You know, I spent more than half of my age with him, you know, between child, adolescent, big, he get me married. It's like his child, you know. Even my son, he's always with me. It's not a matter of being artists on stage. It's a life. We have our life behind the stage. Everybody see us on stage, artists dancing and happy, but we have our life too together behind the stage. And this is what is very special with him, that he was a big artist, but this everybody saw. Everybody speak about, everybody know how he was a big legend on our art, and he has many and many and many students. I'm one of them, and they are all successful, almost. They even get high positions in the Ministry of Culture. So, but he has a life behind. He has people that he raised as his children, and I consider myself one of these that was like his daughter, and he was my godfather. Memories, it's everywhere, you know. Sometimes even I remember when he was advising me for love, for marriage, for having a child, for the while that when I decided to go to France to live a little bit with my husband, he told me, "You're going to leave me." So, but I wish you have a good time, and when you are ready to come back, come back. It's open doors here always for you. And you know, it's like a father for me, more than a teacher or a professor or a big choreographer. This is it for me, many things. It's true, you know, each role I am re-dancing, I remember his notes, because he has a vision which is different from anybody else. A teacher or a trainer train you technically, but he come to tell you the personality that I am dancing and presenting should be how the feeling, if it's love, if it's hate, if it is beauty, if it is anything. So we have always a conversation on the side to tell me not only technique, leave it for the trainers, but how I should feel and how I should act on stage. And now I miss him, really. You know, last time when we were doing his night in the Cairo Opera House, I am dancing and presenting the ballet, my first time to be a prima ballerina. I was chosen by him, and he was my trainer. And I wished at that time when I was young to dance in front of him, because it was one of his most beautiful roles to dance Lorquiana, the Matador, and character. He is amazing. When I was a child, I was dreaming the day that I will grow up to be able to dance in front of him. I couldn't catch him. I couldn't catch this moment. He was retired before I start to be really finishing the school and being ready as a ballerina to dance in front of a big legend like him. So instead of that, he trained me and he tell me all the details, and each time I'm dancing a role that he taught me and trained me, I am sitting to see what did he told me at that moment, what I should feel. Is it love? Is it hate? Is it how I supposed to be? And he, like that, he's always present in my life. You know, when I go in many private life, I remember his advice. I go on stage, I remember his advice. I go in certain difficulties in the life. I was talking to him. When I have difficulties, I go to him and tell him, look, you have time, I need to talk to you. And he was listening. And he tell me like a father and so on. So I'm always thinking when he was here, what he was telling me to redo it again. Actually, yes, and I would like to thank him and to thank his soul. He bring us one of the biggest and the most beautiful choreographers, international choreographers, not Egyptian, not only his ballet. He was not that selfish. He was bringing for us choreographers to let us taste the international way. He was dreaming to have an international ballet company, not only national and doing international ballets. Sometimes, especially for us, sometimes things done international and we do it like any other company in the world. So this, not anybody do it. And I miss that so much, you know. I miss it. I miss to work back with the international people, choreographer, Americans, French, Italian. It was really nice and amazing to dance with other nations. And this is, maybe the young generation didn't taste it, but I had this chance to taste it. I had many chances to say, to express myself differently, to taste what is a jazz ballet, to taste what is a contemporary ballet, to taste what it is dance theater ballet. All that, he gave me that, because he was planning for far. And he was teaching us that one day we'll take his place and we have to continue his way. He was telling us, the day I'm not here, you will follow my advices, my road, my way, and I'm telling you to do 1, 2, 3 things like that. He was leaving us, maybe each one apart. But me, personally, yes, he was telling me what to do when he's not here. And I'm following still until now his advices and his methods, we can say.
The program included scenes from international and Egyptian ballet performances directed by the late legend Dr. Abdelmonem Kamel, demonstrating his creative influence as a star and as a pioneer of this art form, which included The Pirate by Adolphe Adam, The Nile by Omar Khayrat, Don Quixote by Ludwig Minkus, Eastern Steps by Atiya Sharara, and Swan Lake by Tchaikovsky, in addition to ballets that he participated in choreographing, including Lorcana by Edward Marks and Marquena and Giselle by Adolphe Adam. Kamel presented the Art of Ballet program, the first specialized media outlet in this field. He designed and directed more than 30 major artistic works combining ballet and opera, most notably Aida, At the Foot of the Pyramids, and Imbijin. In addition of the operetta The Big Night with a New Vision, he also designs many ballets, most notably Al-Sumud, Al-Watan, Ayun Bahia, Osiris, Al-Nil, In Memory of Kulthum, Romeo and Juliet, and 1001 Night. He received dozens of honors and decorations, both locally and internationally, most notably the Order of Merit First Class. In Egyptian arts, he was knighted by Italy in recognition of the cultural cooperation between the Cairo Opera House and Italy, and honored by the Metropolitan Opera House and others. He passed away Feb 2013, leaving behind an immortal artistic legacy and a career defined by dedication and leadership. Well, unfortunately, we came to the end of this episode. Promise we'll be back next week with more diverse segments. Until then, it's goodbye.